In 1984, he earns his place in Formula One. With it, he discovers an ungrateful mistress, engineering complexity and competition at the highest level. Despite a tough apprenticeship, Ayrton quickly asserts himself. This is the hallmark of the exceptional champion.
Formula One is different because not only the races are much longer, close to 2 hours, but also you race in heat conditions, very high, and under a lot of stress all the time. Due to the responsibilities you have, the stress and the tension it's very difficult to cope.
Formula One is exactly what the young Brazilian had imagined it to be: intransigent, exhausting, and above all, enthralling. A world of egotism and no-nonsense exactitude in which the slightest weakness is already a sign of renunciation. The greatest managers immediately take notice of the freshness of Senna's talent. The champions in place pretend not to notice the young intruder's ambition. They only want to believe in their own invincibility, but the newcomer's abilities gnaw at their certainties. In Monaco in 1984, under heavy rain, Senna is at the brink of success. He outdoes the best drivers. In the Principality, Formula One blesses a noble lord. But his effort is cut short when the officials decide to stop the race. Less than a year after his admission in Formula One, at the start of the 1985 season, Senna is taken on by the mythical Lotus team. This is the time of his first exploits, the intimate pleasure of his first pole position, followed by his first victory, won under the worst possible conditions for a Formula One race. Under the pelting rains of Portugal, Senna confirms one facet of his talent. He's a wizard of rain. To him, this is all normal. It's simply the result of hard work.
I really learned a lot here in Brazil with go-karts. I never forget my first race in the wet with go-kart was a disaster. Just complete joke. I couldn't do any good. And people were going here, going there, passing me, overtaking me, and I couldn't do anything about it. And in the dry I was pretty good. So then on that day I learned that I knew nothing about running the wet, and from there on I started testing and training the wet. Whenever it was raining, I was there in the circuit training, testing, and then I learned.
To work, to learn fast if possible, prove oneself to be the best, the boldest under all circumstances, and never to stop progressing.